Hey everybody, Dr. DIY here. My mom was driving her 2008 Chrysler Minivan and noted an explosion of steam and liquid coming out the front end. Turned out it was a broken heater hose assembly. That was the plastic part there. It's located in the engine bay on the driver's side underneath these spark plug wires. Here you see my replacement with the metal V part. Here's a close up of the V. You can see the liquid around it. The crack was on the other side. It's located just underneath these spark plugs. Here's another close up. This is what the hood looked like underneath with all the splattered liquid underneath. It got all over the place. It got in the back, in the middle, down deep. Pretty much a mess. You can see it got all the way down there. That's where the hose attaches. Like I said, I didn't think there was any plastic type thing that went to it. And then the top hose goes to the back, right underneath that one. The AC line's over here in metal. So it goes up to the heater core. And then the other hose goes to that metal tube, which then goes over across. So let's see if we can get it connected. This is the replacement heater hose assembly part you'll want to get, Dorman 626-307HP. Be sure to look for this one because there is a model that comes with the plastic V, which you definitely don't want, or you'll end up doing this all over again. This is the edition that has the metal V. So this is the original piece, and on the vehicle it's oriented like this. So you see how the hose goes off. This one goes back towards the firewall and the dash, and the other one goes off to the left towards the passenger side. Take a look at the damage on the old one over this heat cover shroud. You can see it got brittle and crumbled away there, and also here. The kit comes with two hoses. The one that cracked was the one on the right here. I got a little puzzled by the second hose because I didn't realize in the vehicle at first that there were two different parts. But it's good to replace both of them because they both have plastic on the originals and they're going to break at some point. Just figured out what the other hose in the kit is. It goes to this right here. You can see the plastic connector down at the bottom there. And then it goes to this diverting hose here. See, it's another one of those plastic kind of split V jobs. So that goes to replace that one. I didn't see that one leaking, but I'm sure it will at some point. Love it when I can use a specialty tool. Got my hose clamp pliers. Don't get to use these very often, but now I can. All right, yeah. Well, getting the hose off is pretty easy. Just pinch the clamps and pull. The trick is this little part down at the bottom here. I'm trying to get that plastic adapter off. Now, if you look at the new part, you can see here that there's this little sliding bit within here, and you can kind of pinch it to get it apart. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to get that pinched when it's on a piece of metal, but I thought maybe I could try to use a screwdriver. So let's see what happens. And now a word from our sponsor. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
A crummy commercial? Son of a...
Back to the show. Part 2, reinstallation. Gonna spray a little lubrication on the tubes before I push them on. Okay, here's the completed job. You can see attached there, and our friendly little guy there. Put over the round plastic clip over the metal nipple, and it'll lock in place, and then you shove the tube on top of that, which locks. See the top line going up to the top, and then it goes to the second one there, and then the top one up at the firewall goes to the more vertically oriented tube, and its second half goes to the lower part there. Got my clips all in place where you can get to them again. This one I probably should have done on the right. I think you could do it either way, but it would have been better on the right. Also, put the bottom tube in first and then the top one. Makes it a little easier, but it's no big deal. Now it's time to put the spark plug wires back. Put back this hose from by the master cylinder over into here, and we're done. This radiator funnel is pretty cool, and you can see how it attaches there, and it was burping itself with getting the air out. So I ran out of fluid. My mom didn't buy enough, so I added some distilled water. You can see now that I turn on the engine, it's starting to drain some more. Probably have to get a little bit more coolant. And I don't see any leak. I don't see any leak. No leak. No leak. So this was actually distilled water, but I was burping it and I refluxed some of the coolant in here. But now you can see the neat part. Don't have to make a spill with this extra. You plug it in and then do a little twisty twist, and I just burped it a little, but the rest is in here. Then you can dispose of it without a mess. Then you take off the adapter, replace the radiator cap. Look, and cleanup's a breeze. Haha, if I could get that off easily. Let's try take number 2. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if it helped you out, please hit like so it'll be easier to find for others. Consider subscribing. If I saved you some money, consider buying me a cup of coffee. No annoying subscription needed. This is Dr. DIY, and I'll see you the next time something breaks.